Good morning, going into the afternoon on this Sunday. On my own today, doing my own thing. I am headed to Cabela's, or Bass Pro, whatever it's called now, out in Gardner, North Carolina. I would go to the Cary one, and it seems like last time I was in there, they didn't have much that caught my eye. The one Bass Pro that is in Gardner, that does have a little bit more variety, but if things go to plan, and this should make today's range day a little bit more fun or interesting, especially when it comes to me recording this. Also, I did drop the ball and forgot my my camera or my iPhone tripod, so I'm gonna be going old school, propping up my phone in weird angles and probably having that thing fall over the place. So yep, let's do it. So what the plan is today is, I kind of have the itch. It's almost my birthday, and I have a few $100s and maybe some side cash for the gun fund, and I'll going to see what they have in stock for handguns. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say about that. I did bring my Mach 12, or my wannabe Mark 12 that I'm working on. I'm also testing out Defender Ammunition's 77 grain Pro Series. Trying to figure out how that group's compared to the 69 grain Sierra Match Kings that they discontinued. So I mean, I love the company, and I'm gonna give this one box a shot. And I tried shooting a couple weekends ago, and that wasn't a good day, and had to just call it before I started pissing myself off even more. Shooting 1.5 to 2 inch, 2.5 inch groups, juggling 2 different ARs. So yeah, that was more my fault, trying to cram multiple guns around one type of bullet that I'm testing, and just rushed it. And obviously it was actually pretty windy that day, probably about 10-12 mile per hour winds going in different directions. So I mean, we'll see how today goes with that, and then if I do find something at Cabela's, I'll be test firing that off the get-go, because I end up bringing probably about 700-800 rounds of 9mm. I'm not gonna shoot all of it, but just a couple hundred rounds, just to see how the gun holds up if I do get one. And hopefully my wife will believe me that I use my points to get it, because she knows I have expensive taste in handguns. So who knows? Again, we'll see what they have in stock, and see how the Defender ammo testing goes today. I gotta foul up the barrel first, get some practice shots in, and get the jitters out of my system before I actually start testing with that. So yeah, basic wannabe YouTuber or gun tuber, what do you want to call me, or loser truck driver out of North Carolina, trying to find some new hobby, do something. So yeah, trying to keep the ranting down, but I guess this is my life right now when I'm alone, recording myself while I'm driving, and trying not to get in a wreck, which I do have a bad habit of getting into, which I'm not that bad of a driver. It's just I have shit luck with the asshat drivers on the road these days. What is it about COVID? When COVID came around and people started, yeah, it's just that whole era of COVID. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube anymore? Or at all? But it's just everybody decided to grow a pair of balls, even though they probably had theirs chopped off, but grew another pair, and how they act in traffic, and it's just, yeah. People got special after 2020. So the reason I'm on my own or spending a lot of alone time today is started last night, or this morning technically, probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock this morning. Had a hard time sleeping, winding down for the night. So it's legal over here. These CBD gummies that are really strong. Went to have one for bedtime. It's a indica strand, and yeah, the inevitable happened. Before I started falling asleep, I had some cravings, and there was a jar of cookie butter in the pantry. I'm laughing at it because I am in such deep shit today. Can only imagine what else I've done that my wife hasn't brought up or talked to me about. But yeah, I didn't eat the whole jar. I just finger fucked and spoon fucked a third of it. And of course, when I realized, oh fuck, my wife didn't want me to eat all of it or open it. Yeah, it's just, so I hit the jar. Got up this morning to hearing a bunch of noise downstairs, and I got up. First thing out of my wife's mouth was, "Good morning. Did you eat all the cookie butter?" And kind of told her my side of the story, and for the fact that she made all that noise downstairs was her tearing the pantry apart looking for the cookie butter, and she wanted cookie butter on her toast. She's had it for over a week, and so heat-tard moment on my part on so many angles. So went out, I got her 2 different types of cookie butter, one more expensive than the other, and it just, hey, I gave her options and some other things, and left it at the house as a peace offering. So yeah, it's the simple things that make me feel bad, or yeah, small things make me feel bad. I mean, obviously big things obviously make me feel like shit, but still. So I'm doing my run around today, keep my space and giving her space, and still trying to figure out this marriage thing. I've been married for 3 years now, this month, and yeah, so good job on my part. Alright, we're here. So wish me luck. I'm not going to record in there. I think it'd be kind of weird, and I don't know if they allow that sort of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know, and I'm just not going to bother with or hassle them and be weird more than usual. So wish me luck. All right, headed to the range now. There wasn't much words. There were 3 options I was going with. They were all around 2 of them were about the same price. One was a little bit more. The one that was going to cost the most, as far as what I was using my points for to get, was the Beretta or Beretta 92XL. I can't remember. It's a single stage Beretta, and I think the name of the model was the Squall or something like that. Something relatively new that Beretta came out with. I don't see much on it, or couldn't read much into it, other than, oh, it's a good gun, give me a thumbs up review. And of course with Cabelas, they have these little trigger guards on all their guns, so you can't really test out the trigger on them. So that left the other 2. I was on the fence about which one to go with, and it was either the Canik Rival S, the full metal frame gun that Canik came out with, or the Sig Sauer P320 X5 Legion with the tungsten polymer grip module on it. So Canik or Cabela's didn't have the actual color Canik I wanted. I wanted the black one. The stainless steel one they did have, but I don't like the stainless steel because there's typically machine marks that always scream out to me. And so if I want to get a stainless steel gun, I want the best machining done to it, to where you can't even tell that it was machined. So I went with the P320 X5 Legion, and right now playing with it while I'm driving, I could tell it's going to be a fun range day just by looking at the iron sights, the adjustable iron sights. I'm going to have to mess with the windage a little bit, and I'm trying not to flag anybody while driving and have them freak out on me. Was this my turn? No? Okay. Anyways, but yeah. While I was in Cabela's, I picked up a 21 round mag. The X5 Legion, the P320 X5 Legion came with 3 17 rounders. So I'm okay with 17 rounds. I try to get backup, at least one backup mag per new gun or per gun. So let me slow down. I'm all excited doing 65, 70 into 55. So, but yeah, picked up some ammo to add with what I already have, and hopefully the range isn't too busy today. Apparently there's a competition or something going on there, so I think 6 of the 8 pistol bays are going to be hoard up, and then what other weekend warrior is going to be using the other 2. So I mean, depending on how things are when I pull up, I might just spend time working on checking that new ammo from Defender Ammunition with my wannabe Mark 12, my Broke White Boy Mark 12, and wait until one of the pistol bays frees up. So, yep, almost there. Let's hopefully I don't get in a wreck till then. It's a little bit windy out here today, and of course I dropped the ball along with the tripod being left at my house. I forgot my little sandbag to stabilize the buttstock, so today is just going to be fun as far as doing this. But loading up 55 grain target ammo, getting some practice rounds, get the jitters out of my system before I head to a 100-yard range and start working on the ammo testing from Defender. Might help if I use my microphone too, so or something like this, or I don't sound like I'm muffled. But yep, here we go. Alright, that was me dicking around with the magnification without the suppressor. Same with that. Then this is 10 rounds with the suppressor, 55 grain. Alright, let's save this one and maybe this one for 77 grain per series. Alright, now I'm going to do a quick 5-shot group for the top and bottom targets. See how that goes, and then we'll move over the 100-yard lane. Nope, a little bit too, the wind's blowing my target around back and forth. So what this range does is they put up these 2x4 frames with chicken wire between the 2x4s. So there's nothing really stabilizing the chicken wire at all, so it's blowing back and forth. Stop moving. I think the wind calmed down now. And let's aim for the point of the diamonds. I pulled that one. I'm having a great day. Nope. That's 3 or 4. Alright, now for the top one. That first 5-round group and the second 5-round group. Not bad for being under-equipped with gear today. Oh well. Alright, 100-yard lane was getting kind of crowded and the wind was picking up more, so I came over to the pistol bay. Gonna get some first shot impressions on this, break in the magazines, try to break in the magazines, obviously break in the gun. Yeah, I gotta see if I have a little tool I could. Yeah, that rear iron sight aperture, rear iron sight, look at me trying to use big words, is off to the left, so hope I have a tool to change that. Anyways, time lapse time. Get a too toasty out here. $17 rounds, mag. That's why I have 2 tourniquets in my gun case in case this goes off and it shoots me somehow. We're about 10 yards out. Ooh. Light primer strike. There we go. Yeah, shooting to the left big time. I gotta mess with this rear sight. Light primer strike. Let's see if it. Bad for the extractor, I know. Uh-oh. Alright, so I dropped the ball again and forgot my little tool set so I could adjust these rear sights. Still, show goes on. Nope, pulled that one. That's gonna bug me. 21 round mag. As we break in all the mags, or start breaking in all the mags today. So far I've shot some random 124 grain target rounds. Right now I'm shooting Federal Syntec range ammo, 124 grain. Man, I just can't seem to do anything right today within the past 24 hours. Where are we at? That last round. There we go, 17. I'm getting text messages too, so I'm reading that while I'm finger fucking my magazine. So they had a competition and concealed carry class going on today. I guess I got here just in time because I started clearing out. And load this up. Here we go. Ah. That's gonna bug the shit out of me until I get this rear sight fixed. Alright, loaded up a 17 round mag for the 365. Put a fresh round in the mag at 18 rounds. Oh God, people are nosy out here. Nice. I got this sometime last spring, from Carolina Gun Runners. Gotta check them out. They're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they have good deals. And if you're nice enough, they'll give you a better deal. Let's load up another one. Damn. One more. Still, even to this day, 365, 320, whatever. I know the ratio, the statistic of a gun going off by itself is still low, but you get to know me. I don't have the best luck in the world at all, other than finding my amazing wife. Still, I still gotta go home and take this X5 Legion and AXG Legion that I have. Maybe the X10 P320 that I have. Got to check those out. Got to see in a couple of ways you could test to make sure that the safeties inside the gun are working right. But still, that's on the bucket list of things to do. Let's go for the head. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to do 3-shot round, mag change, and finish out the bag. I got 2 more mags back here, and then call it a day. Alright, last 2 mags, 17 rounder and a 21 rounder. The same somewhere else on the target. Let's go for that. Go for that. Right shoulder. That's so weird the slide does that. Huh. Well, that's all, folks. Alright, so today's takeaway, debrief, whatever you people want to call it. I like it. The P320 AXG, not this, X5 Legion with the polymer, the tungsten infused polymer grip, whatever fancy term they have for that grip module. No, I do like it. Trigger was surprisingly decent or good for that type of gun, because if you know about the P320 and the 365s, because of how the triggers and everything's designed, there's a little bit mushy creep, too much play on the trigger before you actually break that wall and the round goes off. And finding the reset was obviously there for me. Recoil impulse was surprisingly good. Again, the tungsten infused polymer grip module thing, whatever they're calling it, the weight does help with the recoil. I did notice off from the start to finish for today, the front sight aperture, or the front iron sight, is, I mean, they just kept on hovering up and down, and I noticed that was obvious. Next range day out with the X5 Legion, I'll bring out the AXG Legion that they came out with, and I'll do the same thing everybody else does with these guns. Just compare it, recoil, trigger management, the controls. And that was another thing that threw me off with this X5 Legion, was slamming in a fresh mag and then the slide went home on its own. I don't know if that's by design or I'm just that heavy-handed. Even with empty mag well, pulling the slide back and just slamming it with my hand, same thing, slide rode home. I mean, it can be a pro and a con depending on who you are. As far as carrying it, would it be an everyday carry for me? No. Especially with what I do for work, no. Too big, a little bit too heavy. Especially sitting in a tractor trailer all day, bouncing around, I can see that would be agitating rather quickly, depending on if I had a cheat day the day before and I'm a little bit fatter than usual. But back on the recoil, I swapped out to the P320 AXG Legion, and you can automatically tell the recoil difference. I didn't change the ammo, nothing. Recoil on the 365 was manageable because of the ported or the comped slide, ported slide. That, I mean, it helped out, and then the 365 is a little bit tighter fitting in my hand to where I have better control of it. But when it came to comparing a subcompact size gun to a full size gun, it's obviously the recoil impulse was a lot more comfortable with the P320 X5 Legion. I mean, today, yeah, just breaking it in, getting a feel for it, and taking what I picked up from it today at the range, go home, clean it, find the right tool to adjust the rear iron sight as far as windage goes, and then maybe next weekend come back out, or next weekend, Easter, family, doing things. Maybe next weekend I'll bring both the P320s out and go from there. But other than that, worth the Cabela's points that I used to buy the thing today. So again, Cabela's points, didn't pay a damn thing. No one sponsored me. I have no affiliation, no ties to any of the companies. So other than that, good range day, and see you guys later.